Hello and welcome to your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Wednesday, February 10th. My name's Alex from the National Weather Service in Pocatello. Taking a look at the key points for today, we are continuing to expect an increasingly active pattern on the horizon that'll begin tomorrow and continue through early next week with 3 separate storm systems to impact the area. Still a highly uncertain forecast during the weekend, particularly with temperatures and how far north snowfall may get Saturday and Saturday night. And there is some improvement, though, in the forecast confidence for early next week, with another round of snow possible for Monday and Monday night, with some higher terrain snow showers possibly lingering into early next week. Taking a look at the satellite picture for this morning, things are quiet right now. We're in the clear. We're stuck in between some Arctic air to the north and an increasingly active eastern Pacific. You can see all the moisture lined up here from north to south out over the eastern Pacific, and several waves of low pressure embedded in that. Farther to the north, an area of low pressure is located over southern Canada. Several areas of low pressure are rotating around that, and these two systems will work together to bring precipitation into our area starting on later on the day on Thursday. So your weather impact summary is very colorful here today. I'll step you through day by day. Wind will continue today across the Snake Plain and eastern Magic Valley, and we will see some light snow showers along the Wyoming border, and some pockets of wind may continue to create some pockets of blowing snow in the northeast highlands, particularly in the Teutonia area. But as we get into Thursday, we'll see precipitation overspread the area from west to east, and the heaviest snow will be certainly over the eastern highlands along the Wyoming border region, also in the Sawtooth area. In the southern Snake Plain and eastern Magic Valley, rain or a rain-snow mix is preferred there. We'll see a continuation of that into Friday, and some windy conditions as well for Friday, so some pockets of blowing snow will be possible, particularly in the higher terrain areas, eastern highlands in particular. And then we should see snow wind down Friday night, but another round of snow is expected to move across the area from west to east on Saturday night, and the snow associated with that system will linger, especially over the southern areas, for Sunday. Some uncertainties with that system, particularly how far north the snow will get and how much of the area will receive snow, and also whether or not the precipitation type will be all snow or whether a wintry mix is preferred over the eastern Magic Valley. These are all questions we'll have to ask here as the weekend approaches. We'll show you some additional details as we step along here. So starting with the forecast radar, we're starting it off here tomorrow morning, and we can start to see some precipitation increasing from the west. Blue is where snow is preferred, and green is where rain is preferred. And you can see certainly the best chances for snowfall will be over the higher terrain areas. Northern Snake Plain may see very little precipitation with this system. So again, mostly impacting the higher terrain areas. What's they call it, the mid Snake Plain from Blackfoot to Idaho Falls could briefly see some snow Thursday afternoon and evening, but you can see here a good portion of the eastern Magic Valley, southern Snake Plain, with a rain or a rain-snow mix preferred. So how much snow will this first round of precipitation give us? Well, the highest amounts are expected to be in the eastern highlands and areas near the Wyoming border. The yellow colors here delineate 6 inches or greater, and the orange colors 8 inches or greater. And some fairly decent amounts here, particularly along Wyoming border over the Big Hole Mountains. And with some wind in here at times, there'll be some blowing snow as well. Looking back farther west, another area with some higher snowfall amounts with this system, Banner Summit area and areas generally in the Sawtooth and Soldier Mountain ranges. So you can see the Big and Lost River ranges and northern Snake Plain, INL. Not a whole lot of snow with this system, but certainly more as you get closer to the Montana border from Salmon northward there. So we do have a winter storm watch for our eastern highlands areas, and also the Idaho portion of the Wasatch for this system, and winter weather advisories in the Stanley and Sawtooth areas. High temperatures today. We're going to continue to see the tale of two temperature stories with milder conditions over the eastern Magic Valley and southern Snake Plain. Cold air will stay locked up over the northern Snake Plain, really from Idaho Falls to INL and points northward, as this a boundary between areas that have snow on the ground and areas that do not have been the dividing line between the warmer, breezier conditions and the cold conditions locked up north. We don't expect that to change today or tomorrow or really Friday, but we could see a cool down for Saturday. There's still a lot of uncertainty in these temperatures, so what we're showing you here is the current most likely scenario with colder air north, temperatures well below freezing, and warmer air south, particularly towards the eastern Magic Valley. Low temperatures remaining very cold across the northern Snake Plain, even for tomorrow morning and Friday morning. Expect very similar values. Saturday morning, we may see some cold air bleed into Idaho from Montana, so potential for some below zero low temperatures in those areas of the far northern Snake Plain. In areas generally along the Montana border, there is some potential for this colder air to seep farther south, possibly as far south as eastern Magic Valley. There's also potential for temperatures to be warmer than this. And low temperatures Sunday morning, moderating just a bit, but similar amounts of uncertainty remain, concerning our low temperatures for Sunday morning. We showed you this yesterday. We'll show you this again and express just how uncertain our temperatures are for the weekend. This is the low temperature uncertainty for Pocatello. So what you see here through Friday, we see these blue areas here. The smaller this box, the less spread in temperature possibilities we have. So we're pretty confident in our low temperature forecast through Friday morning, but notice Saturday morning we still have all of this uncertainty, and low temperatures in Pocatello could range from about 0 to 30 degrees, with our going forecast right now calling for a low temperature around 20. That's the most likely scenario, but do know there is potential for it to be much colder than that or slightly warmer than that. The black line here indicates the potential for temperatures to get below zero, and that tops out just under 30%. Yesterday, that potential was just over 40%. So as we get closer to the weekend, there's an increasing trend for slightly warmer conditions, but we still can't rule out the possibility of temperatures being much colder than currently forecast this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday morning. As we get into Monday, though, and into early next week, we see the temperature spread getting much smaller once again. So most of the uncertainty still surrounding the weekend. Winds will continue to be with us, especially over the southern Snake Plain and eastern Magic Valley, with 30 to 35 mile per hour winds once again this afternoon. We'll see winds diminish slightly tonight, but remain breezy. Breezy conditions Thursday, but not quite as windy as what we're expecting for today. We'll see those winds remain breezy, but diminish somewhat overnight Thursday night. But the winds return Friday, again over the southern Snake Plain and eastern Magic Valley. That is where we're expecting them to be strongest. 35 to 40 mile per hour gusts are possible over the eastern Magic Valley. And on Saturday, breezy conditions, but a switch to the north for our winds across the northern Snake Plain. There is some potential for these northerly winds to make it all the way down into the eastern Magic Valley, but that is something that is still uncertain and that we'll need to watch. Regarding our Saturday to Saturday night snow potential, there's a lot of uncertainty with how far north the snow will get. But right now, the best chances for snow extend from the Sawtooth through the Wood River region and from the from the middle of the Snake Plain and eastern highlands on south. Snow is still possible north of this line, but the accumulating snowfall is less likely. Still possible though, and there'll be look for some potential adjustments to this forecast as we get closer. And can't rule out a wintry mix over the eastern Magic Valley with this system either. So to summarize, an active period certainly is on the horizon, with precipitation arriving Thursday, continuing into Friday, maybe a brief break Friday night before another system arrives for Saturday night, and then precipitation should wind down Sunday before another system moves in for early next week, particularly in the Monday night time frame. Forecasts could change, so stay with us, and we'll continue to keep you updated. That'll conclude the briefing for today, but please join us again Thursday morning. In the meantime, if you have any comments, questions, or feedback, you can reach us through phone, email, or social media. Thank you.